How to get the resin clumps in Minecraft. The resin clumps are a new item in Minecraft 1.21.4, the winter drop, or the garden awakens. 9 resin clumps can be crafted into a resin block, or the resin clumps can be smelted into a resin brick that can be crafted into resin bricks. Resin bricks can also be crafted into chiseled resin bricks, slabs, stairs, and walls. Resin bricks can also be used in the smithing table to give the armor trim an orange color. In this video I'll explain the 2 locations to find the resin clumps. How to get the resin clumps. The first spot to get the resin clumps is through the creaking heart. The creaking heart is found in the new pale garden biome. This biome is a variant of the dark forest. The pale garden is very distinct looking as it will have gray colored vegetation and blocks. As this biome is a variant of the dark forest, it is found in the same area as the dark forest. They usually are bordered by biomes like the birch forest, jungles, old growth taigas. These are the taigas with taller trees, but not the other taigas. The pale garden will be found in forested biomes and they will be rare to find. If you want to know more about finding a pale garden, I'll have a card on the top right to a video I've done previously. Once you've found the pale garden biome, the creaking heart is found near the top of the tree trunks and the pale oak trees. It can be covered by pale oak logs. The creaking heart will be illuminated with an orange color and emit an eerie sound if it is active. Active means it has a pale oak log above and below it. If you want to drop the block, you will have to mine it with a Silk Touch enchanted tool, otherwise it will be destroyed. Any tool can be used on it, but the axe is the quickest. The creaking heart does have a hardness of 10 and may take a couple of seconds to mine. If you do break the creaking heart, it will drop 20 to 24 experience and 1 to 3 resin clumps that can be increased by 1 per level of fortune, with the most possible being 6 resin clumps at fortune 3. One trick is to wait until night or a thunderstorm and see if any creaking mobs spawn. This is a grayish brown mob with an off-center head and resembles a pale oak tree. Creaking mobs are hostile mobs that will be linked to a creaking heart and that creaking hearts will spawn. They are meant to defend the creaking hearts from being broken. They spawn within a 33 by 17 by 33 area centered around the heart. The creaking is invulnerable to all damage and can't be killed. The creaking will start in an unalerted state and wander aimlessly like most of the mobs in the game. It will be alerted when it enters within 12 blocks of the player's field of vision. This is based on the default field of vision in the game of 70 degrees. Once the creaking is alerted, its eyes will become orange and it will stand still. As long as you look at the creaking, it will not move. Once you look away from the creaking, it will move towards you and headbutt you. The headbutts will be 2 damage on easy, 3 on normal, and 4 on hard difficulty. You can get the creaking to despawn when it is pushed 32 blocks away from the heart it is linked to, when it becomes day or a thunderstorm ends, or if you break the heart. There is more to the creaking, but I want to give a short summary to know what you are dealing with. When the creaking mob is hit by the player, the creaking will have a stream between it and the creaking heart it is linked to. This stream will cover the pale oak logs within a 2-block distance of the heart, producing 2 to 3 resin clumps. There's a 5-second cooldown between these resin clumps generated when you hit the creaking mob, so you can't spam them with attacks. These resin clumps can appear on all sides of a pale oak log. They can be broken by any tool or by hand and will drop 1 resin clump. This cannot be increased with a fortune enchantment. Also, the creaking heart can be crafted with a block of resin and 2 pale oak logs in this pattern in the crafting table. The block of resin is 9 resin clumps crafted together. Once you have a creaking heart, you can craft more creaking hearts using this. The second location to find the resin clumps is in the Woodland mansion. Resin clumps can be found 2 to 4 in the Woodland mansion at 44.5% in Java edition and 16.1% in Bedrock edition. The Woodland mansion is a structure that is a dark oak and cobblestone and is 3 levels. It can have a variety of different rooms in it and will be occupied by allays, evokers, vindicators, and other hostile mobs that spawn in darkness. The Woodland mansion chest can be found throughout the mansion. However, depending on the room the loot is in, the chest may have specific loot to that chest, like only having saplings or flowers in it. The Woodland mansion is a rare structure that can be tens of thousands of blocks between each one. It is only found in the dark forest, so the same area as the pale garden biomes would be. A Woodland Explorer map can be bought from the cartographer villager. There's a 66% chance of this trait appearing at the journeyman level or the 3rd level, and it is 14 emeralds and a compass for a Woodland Explorer map. The map the cartographer gives you will be the same mansion every time. This map will be 512 by 512 area, and it will start to fill in when you are within this area. When you are 1027 blocks away from the map, your icon will be smaller and will be larger when you are within 1027 blocks of the map. This can be a difficult explorer map to use, as the Woodland mansion can be thousands of blocks away from you.